Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of This Channel is Underrated. Or, These Channels Are Underrated. Yes, welcome to These Channels Are Underrated. Welcome to Cow. Remember when I did my first GCMV and it was of the song My Dad Is Rich by Danny Gonzalez?
I keep that motherfucking thing on me, and by thing I mean gas. Trust, you don't wanna make me mad, cause I got him on speed dial. And he's rich as all heck, and he's strong, he'll be coming for your neck.
Well, as it turns out, well, obviously to be expected, it's the internet, I was not the only one to make my own rendition of this masterpiece by Danny Gonzalez. There was another channel that, when I was just surfing around trying to listen to the song again, I actually found in the recommended. The video itself was made by a channel called Vanchees, and I decided to watch it thinking it was going to be probably one of those regular music videos that you see every now and then of people like making stuff. Maybe they don't always sound the best, maybe the editing isn't as very good or something. No. I was very pleasantly surprised. Having been a fan of Out on Play for years, I've seen my fair share of bad music videos. This is not a bad music video. So I guess without further ado, I'm going to show this to you, and then I guess talk about the bit of a channel of Vanchees herself, because honestly, with all that I'm discovering, the more I'm kind of intrigued as to the methodology behind this person. So yeah, let's begin.
You can try to with me, but before you do that, there's something you should probably know.
Okay, so yeah, right off the bat, I'm only 10 seconds in, and there've already been about 10 different shots. And while that might be a little bit on the upside, you know, on the higher end of what you would expect, I will say that actually one of the things that I've seen in a masterclass of YouTube in terms of music videos is actually not to hold on the same shot for way too long. Oddly enough, this is the exact same issue with Aiden DeBest's Wings music video.
As a child, everyone looks up in the sky.
In fact, I argue that's the same issue with a lot of gacha covers, actually, is the fact that because you're just changing the character themselves, you're not actually varying it up and making it interesting for people to watch. As you can see, both Vanchees and Danny Gonzalez himself, in his own version of this music video, do actually do a lot of shot cutting because they know how to compose such a video.
I keep that motherfucking thing on me, and by thing I mean dad. Trust, you don't wanna make me mad, cause I got him on speed dial. And his rich is all heck, and he's strong, he'll be coming for your neck. And my dad is straight evil, he's a mafia boss, he's cutting me chicks.
Okay, so again, one thing that actually I was starting to think to myself, wait a minute. Did I miss out a couple of ad-libs in the actual music video? Because when I make music videos and I listen to stuff like either making parodies or whatever, I tend to listen to the song several times in order to see if I'm like missing out on anything, you know, to get, obviously, you know, get in the rhythm, see if there's any stuff in the background, I maybe like pop some headphones on, you know, just to see if there's any ad-libs or such. And I went back to the Danny Gonzalez songs, they're not actually there. So actually, Vanchees has added those things over the top, like, you know, the like the pew pew sounds and such, and she does that consistently actually, and it does really match. It matches the style of what Danny Gonzalez himself would actually do.
Now I'm lost in the sauce, give me an arbitrary job, cause I have no skills. Nepotism gonna make me that bill. In first grade I had a bully, he was straight distant. Asked the principal for help, but he wouldn't listen. So my dad next day, they were both missing. Like shit but water, they were sleeping with fishes. See that mention he's a vampire? My dad can't die.
Okay, that shot is a bit weird. Like, I feel like she accidentally hit someone behind the camera. Like, is the cameraman or camerawoman okay? Are they alright? Was there like a workplace accident there? I hope not. Oh, I forgot to mention, the thumbnail of this actual video incorporates the Danny Gonzalez actual vampire dad costume into it. Another example of when I did a Danny Gonzalez music video before, when I did Yummy, I actually took his thumbnail and I added the gachas on top of said thumbnail. And that's one way to do it, but I feel like, yeah, Vanchees actually photoshopped the vampire dad from the thumbnail into the exact same position on her thumbnail, and I've taken the place of the regular Danny, because she's taken the place of the regular Danny in the video. It actually really matches. That's one thing that I'm really impressed with. You can see, like, a lot of the time I'm talking about the details. That's really what this boils down to, is the fact that Vanchees has a lot of details in this one video, and it's very surprising because this channel is very new, as it seems. I actually looked up on the About section of this channel, and she joined on the exact same day that this video was uploaded, August 23rd, 2020. I am wondering, is this her first channel? Or was this a new channel that she made and she has like maybe an older, cringier channel or something? And she's labeled a few of the videos that she's done since as something to do with cringe. Honestly, given the production quality here, that's not what you'd expect out of someone who has just started out. Which just adds to the mystery behind this channel. Like, I'm really wondering here. I mean, not since Dramadonia have I seen such a great potential for a start. Then again, not since Dramadonia have I made a video like this before, so you can kind of see where this is going.
Your dad at the ballpark, hitting balls with the bat. If you believe me, you gonna brawl with the bat. Who needs a sugar daddy when you got a sugar dad? Unlimited allowance, no cap. Dad been on that for 400 years. Vampire, he don't show up in the mirrors. Rich man, he don't show up for his kids. How he live forever, but ain't got time for his kids. But it's cool. Give them money from the top.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say, yeah, one slight drawback here. There are like more subtle expressions in Danny's actual choreography, like, you know, when he goes like,
How we live forever but ain't got time for his kids. But it's cool.
you can see like the actual the actual reaction in his face, like when he's like processing that. Obviously it has to be processed at lightning speed because it's a song and he has no time, literally no time to actually have that sink in. But again, he makes it actually work. I mean, I get that's the advantage of doing gacha music videos, actually, is that you can really play around with expressions and really make it exactly what you want it to be, as long as, you know, you have the moving mouths and whatever. But yeah, normally when you don't have an actual human person, their reactions aren't really something you can do. And yeah, actually, here you go. That's one drawback. I feel like Vanchees could actually, you know, do something better with that if she decides to explore more music videos of this style. Her other videos on this channel are covers of other songs, like for example the song Boyfriend, which I know could be like any of the songs, but I don't know which one it is. It's this one.
I don't wanna be waiting, but I do just what I have to do. And I might not be the one for you, but you ain't about to have no boo.
Then she also has one from Heaven by Julia Michaels, but actually that's more of a lyric style.
They say, oh, good boys go to heaven, but bad boys from heaven too. It's automatic, it's just what they do.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's like she's trying different methods to see like what actually sticks. And, you know, very surprisingly, the one that sticks is the very first one, actually, which is, again, this music video. The last one, You Belong to Me, the cover with amazing editing.
I know you belong to somebody new, but tonight you belong to me.
Oddly enough, I feel like the editing on the actual Danny Gonzalez one is better than the one that is labeled amazing editing. But, you know, it's still worth the watch because, again, in that video she actually does do like harmonies. Because she's actually paying attention to that. So she knows how to produce good covers and good music. Yet this channel is so new.
The money never stops, but it got a lot of commas. If I have a bad dream, then I'm hopping in the profit ad, richer than Jeff Bezos. It ain't tall, but it's ranking up pesos. But
yeah, again, another Jeff Bezos ka-ching. Yeah. See, and also clearly whoever's behind the camera, also, again, someone very knowledgeable about how to actually produce music videos, because you have different shot compositions, different tracking, and you have someone, again, who has managed to edit all this. I don't know if that's Vanchees herself or somebody else subbing her out, but either way, like, I'm gonna look in the description quickly. Produced by Phantom, as is indicated by the actual beat. She actually does have a business email. Like, she generally has a business email in here from the first video. So again, this is clearly somebody who is taking this very seriously from the get-go, and I am all for it here. It says here, shot by Aditi. So yeah, Aditi, you did a really good job with this.
All my haters underneath great songs. I'm like a baby mouse cause it feed me quesos. Little bread like pain coats. You will never have a rich dad. You will always have a tiny baby dad. You could have money in the bank, but your dad can't hang cause he ain't got fangs and he don't leave gang.
I'm trying to think, like, that harmony there. I just complimented her from the You Belong to Me video, but that one there I feel like maybe doesn't work so well. Partly because you can't really understand exactly what she's saying. I mean, you get the first bit, and then the next bit sort of like becomes more mumbly in a way. And yeah, Vanchees is very good at you know, making herself understood in this song. Like, I know people who can't keep a beat when they're doing rap songs like this one. I feel like Danny Gonzalez is a much easier person to actually emulate in terms of his flow, rather than somebody like Dan Bull, for example, who, you know, prides himself on, you know, on his fast raps and his very difficult vocabulary, his very tight structure. But yeah, Danny Gonzalez doesn't really have that necessarily. But even so, I'm still thinking, yeah, people do struggle with him sometimes, and she doesn't. The one thing that I think actually, in terms of her voice, that she could improve, I feel like the actual, it's very cliche to say projection or something, but I don't know if she's like holding back. It feels like she's holding back a bit. Like, I don't know if you can tell that, but I guess again, you would expect this from any other channel that is starting out. You know, that them not being entirely confident in actually delivering their vocals. And actually, you know what? The same thing happened to me when I was starting doing my first songs. I mean, just look back at my old songs and you'll see that I am definitely holding back.
Yeah, we know what it is. Consisting of respiration, photosynthesis. Yeah, microorganisms decompose with ease. But we respire once again as free. Think about these tasks and you might comprehend about the carbon cycle, carbon cycle, carbon cycle, carbon cycle. Whether it will last for it is never ending. It's the carbon cycle, carbon cycle, carbon cycle, carbon cycle.
Part of that boils down to the fact that I just didn't like to disturb people, you know, downstairs in my house. And, you know, I thought, yeah, I might as well, you know, do this, but be a little bit quiet. They could hear me anyway, but I don't know, sometimes I would just wait for people to leave before I would record stuff previously. So I think maybe she's trying to do that because obviously, you know, she's not like seeing it live, because that would be terrible. I'm sure there's a bunch of wind that would get in the way, especially with all the tracking shots. But yeah, one thing I would say to you, Vanchees, is don't hold back. You clearly know that you've got a good voice, even though you make a bunch of jokes about it in your videos. So go ahead and use that, absolutely. Because everything else is very clearly there. Like and join the fan. Yes, again, you know, clearly very seriously taking this. I only wish there was an actual vampire dad costume in there, but there you go, you can't have everything in this world, can you? So yeah, I will leave that in the description. It is worth still watching, even though I just broke the entire thing down. It is still worth watching, along with the other videos. Especially, I feel like the other one that you should check out of hers is the Heaven one, the actual lyric video. I mean, the You Belong to Me, absolutely, because, you know, that song's famous for its harmonies, and she does that pretty well. In that one, you can actually tell. So, there you go. But honestly, yeah, that's, even though this is like the first one, they say first is the worst, Vanchees might be the only channel that I found where that's the exception. I mean, out of the 4 videos so far, I have definitely enjoyed this one a lot more. Again, because of all the elements that I've said before, the things that make people actually enjoy music videos, and everything is there. So yeah, I guess if you're one of those people who have complained on every single one of my Danny Gonzalez music videos, that I am apparently ruining the songs for you, well, possibly maybe check out Vanchees' version. I'm sure that will be more up your alley than Gotcha will. And clearly she is truly Greg. Yeah, there is also a comment on one of the videos where it says, suggest some ideas. So actually, that's what I'm going to do to end off this video. I am going to suggest an idea for Vanchees. Spooky Man. There you go. I mean, I don't know, maybe change it to Spooky Girl, possibly. that could work too. But, you know, there you go, why not? I mean, clearly whenever I do a Danny Gonzalez music video versus a regular one, it does significantly better. So I feel like that's something interesting to do, you know, go back to something that actually works for your channel. Clearly you're taking this very seriously and you want to go far, and I have no doubts in my mind that you will. So yeah, why not try your hand at Spooky Man now that it's, you know, it's fresh off the market, as they say. You know what, heck, I'll collab with you on that, why not? I'll hit you up in your business email, I'll use that email for you, why not? It's there, might as well. There you go. But regardless of whatever happens, you know, do go actually check out her channel and subscribe to it. That's the general gist of this video. Regardless of whatever happens, you know, show us some support, give us some more ideas, because clearly she is very talented and very committed. And that's something great to see, especially in somebody who is as up and starting as her. As for me, well, subscribe to me as well, please. But more importantly, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And on that note, until next time, this video is over now, Farewell.
You will never have a rich dad. You will always have a tiny baby.